Hey everybody, what is going on? Welcome to another live rendition of This is Tom's World. It's been a little while since I went live, probably about a month or so. There's been a lot going on lately in my personal life, so things have been a little hectic, and I've kind of been a little cryptic about it, and I can let you all in on it a little bit. I'm not going to go into extreme detail, but I had mentioned in my shorts and stuff like that there was a family member that had been hospitalized. That family member is my mother. She's doing very well right now. She's still in the hospital. We still have a road ahead of us with what's going on with her and everything. And I just ask that you continue to give prayers or good thoughts, whichever you believe in. And they've all been helping immensely, not only for me, but for her as well. So I appreciate those who have commented on that. And so, yeah, that's been one of the hectic things going on in my life. I mean, outside of the normal stuff, work and blah, 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 this, that. Um, and for those of you who did not watch my last video that I put up, where I went to the old yacht club, which I've come to realize was called the Yacht Club. Columbia Yacht Club. There we go. I can talk. I can. I swear I can. But if you did not watch that video, then you probably did not see this little tidbit of well, it's not information, but like merchandise, my merch. So I bought one of my hats, and I wanted to wear them so that everybody could see them for themselves. You know, they're pretty cool. It's a little dusty right now because I have worn it out in the field while I was making videos and stuff. So pollen and stuff like that, and I didn't realize it until I'm now looking on the camera. But so if you wanted to get any of my merch, and I forgot to put that in the description, but I'm going to do it before this is over. It will be in the description, so when you go back and look at it, you can see it. But I will also put it up in the chat here. Just give me one moment because I was not prepared for that. And it's, like I said, it's been a little hectic, but that's okay. That's okay. So I'm going to get the link for that right now. So if you want to go purchase some Tom's World merch, and it's not just this, I have another thing that's like printed on T-shirts and hats and stuff like that, mugs and all that, that you could also buy. Let me get the link here and copy it. And it just says exploring his life, and I have some other designs that I'm going to be putting up there as well. One of which is my tagline at the end. Make sure you stay safe, stay healthy, and take care. That's definitely going to be one of the merch things. I mean, because I think I've said it in almost every video. In the first small chunk of videos, I didn't say it, and then eventually I started saying be safe and take care, and then the pandemic hit, and it was stay safe, stay healthy, and take care, or stay healthy. No, I think it's stay safe, stay healthy, and take care. I know it when I say it. I know what order it is, but when I'm not making a video for some reason, I don't seem to know it. Anyway, here is the link. There you go. You can go to that. That's my spread shop, and you can purchase. I have hats, I have T-shirts, I have hoodies, mugs, uh, cups. There's an apron on there. Pillows. I want to get a Tom's World pillow. I really want to get. I mean, it's just a square like throw pillow kind of thing, but I really want to get one of them. Um, and I will. I just wanted to get the hat first because, well, the hat has multi-purpose. One of which it Calvin. Oh wait, this is Calvin's son. Well, hi, Calvin's son. I do know your dad. I have not heard from him since he left work, but I would like to hear from him. I'd like to know how everybody's doing there with your family. I'm glad that you tuned in, though, man. It's great to have you here. And make sure tell your dad show your dad that you're watching me right now and tell him to comment on here. Tell him I said he has to, or I'm going to kick his butt. So Calvin was one of my old co-workers at Neshaminy State Park. And, we had a lot of good times. We hung out a lot, like as we worked. And, Calvin's just a good guy. He really is. And he's moved on to other things. And I'm happy for him that he has, and I'm proud of him that he has. But getting back to what I was saying, and I see your comment, Chris. I'm gonna address that in a minute. So what was I saying? Wow, I branched off so many different times there. It's hard to bring myself back. But yeah, definitely go check out the link that I put up there. Purchase some Tom's World merch, and I think it's pretty cool. It's a nice little thing, and I've had some sales on there, and the people seem to be very happy with the purchases that they made. They came in a timely manner. I know my hat came in a pretty timely manner, and I'm happy with it. Anyway, hey Scott, how are you? Let's see, what is Chris saying here? Hey Tom, what's up? Sorry to hear about your mom. Yeah, it's not fun. I mean, I've already gone through with my sisters. We've already gone through taking care of my father when he went through what he went through, which started back in 2016. My father went through having a blood cancer that can't go into remission. It's called multiple myeloma, and but with the treatment that he got, his numbers are so low that they can't even measure them to this day. And this is from back in 2016. So that's been going well. But he went through a lot of other things in that time. And because I live with him, of course, I was the primary person to take care of him. I mean, my sisters helped me out a lot. This is a far different situation because my mom normally lives in the house that my grandparents lived in, her and my uncle. And she's been going through things. It's related to her COPD, and she's going through a rough time right now. She's in the hospital still, but we're trying to get her in to the next step, the next place to go to. But of course, the insurance companies, they got to be jerks about things and stuff like that. So we're going through it at the moment. But my mom is as of today, she's in excellent spirits. Like she's joking around, all kinds of stuff. So things are going better than they were in the last few weeks or so. But thank you very much for that. I appreciate it very much. But as far as everything else goes, it's just been normal stuff. I've been working. I've been trying to make videos. It's just been a little tough because my sisters and I were trying to be at the hospital as much as we can and be there for our mother, same way we did for our dad when he was in the hospital. And it makes it a little tough to make videos or to come on and do lives. I really wasn't in the mood to do lives in the last few weeks, but I figured, it's been a while now. Maybe I should come on and say hi to everybody, see how everybody's doing, see if anybody has any new suggestions of places to go check out. I have received some in the last few weeks. I just got some weird notification on my computer. Sorry if I looked weird for a second there. A little thing came up, said doodaloo. But anyway, although I have been privy to one bit of knowledge when it comes to work, which, of course, before I get into that, of course, things are going awesome with my goddess. Stephanie and I are still over the rainbow happy with each other and everything like that. I guess that pretty much covers all of life. But as far as work, I've been privy to one little bit of knowledge that there have been people calling the park wanting to talk directly to me. That is not the way to get a hold of me. They do not appreciate that. They don't like it. So if you are trying to get a hold of me, the best way to do that is through my Facebook for This Is Tom's World. So facebook.com/This Is Tom's World. You go there. It's in the description of every video I've made. It's at the bottom of the description. You can find it there. You can click on it. It's also on my homepage, like in the upper right hand corner. There'll be like a little Facebook icon. You click on that, and that will take you to my This is Tom's World Facebook page, and you can message me on there. That would be the way to get a hold of me. Calling me at the park is not going to work. They're not going to come out to me and say, "Hey, somebody's on the phone for you." Like they don't like that. So you would only be, causing more negativity than anything else by trying to contact me in those means. So if anybody's doing that, please make sure you just contact me through my Facebook page, or you can put comments up on videos and you can say, "Hey, contact me. Here's my email address," or something like that. Because that would be the best way to get a hold of me. Now, I mean, there are times where a lot of people who are local, which I would say probably 99.999% of everybody on my channel that has subscribed to it has been local. You might see me in places like say Chris Cullen here. We ran into each other at Giant on Street Road. You might find me in other places, Wawa or here or there, an Acme or something. And if you run into me, cool. If you happen to be walking around the park over at Neshaminy and you see me, you can say hi. You can say, "Hey, how you doing? Appreciate the channel," or whatever you want to say. But do know that I'm not going to be allowed to stand there and talk for long periods of time because, I am expected to work while I'm at work. I know it's a funny thing, but I do actually work there, and I do actually do a lot of work, a lot of hard, arduous work. Especially cleaning up after the people who come to the park on the weekends and they completely trash it. Now, it took us until today to actually clean up from Saturday because, as we all know, yesterday it rained quite hard and it came down quick. I mean, I was out there and the other guys, we were all out there doing stuff, and I was like trying to get like a couple more cans. I felt the rain trickling down. I said, "All right, let me get a couple more cans before I go back." And as I was putting the trash bag on the last can, it just came down like a curtain, just like, wow. And I had to get back. By the time I got back, I was completely soaked from head to toe, socks, underwear, everything. I was just completely soaked, and it stayed with me all day long. Even when I went to visit my mom in the hospital and they gave me that little visitor's pass and I put it on my shirt, somewhere I lost it because it just fell off because my shirt was that wet. So it's a tough job. So I can't really stand around and chit chat all day while I'm there. I can talk for a couple minutes here and there. That's not a problem. So if you see me there, you can say hi, whatever. And then when you sense that I'm trying to go, there's a reason for it, because there may be, there may be a lot going on that I have to get done. Or same thing when I'm at Benjamin Rush State Park, which I'm there quite often. I'm pretty much there most mornings, except for on the weekends. Yeah, you could definitely say hi. We can talk for a minute or so, but otherwise, if you have something lengthy or something you want to give to me, like, "Hey, I have this location," or "I have this information on a location you were at," the best bet is to send it to me through the messenger. Or if it's too big to fit through the messenger, you can contact me through there and say, "Hey, what's your email address? I want to send you this," and I'll give you the email address. So anyway, I've rambled on and on and on and on. How are all of you doing? I want to hear from you. I want to hear how everyone's doing. Like I said, it's been about a month almost, or maybe about a month since I've been on here, and I have not heard from any of you. So I want to know how everyone's doing. So let me know while I take a drink of water. Or if you don't want to let me know how you are, we can always talk about the merch. We could talk about more locations, anything you want to put out there. Oh, wait, I just realized the dude that said this guy, his name is Wildwood Days. That's pretty cool. Oh, those Wildwood days. Wild, wild, wildwood days. Who the heck was that sang that? Was that Al Alberts? I think it was. Wow. I'm glad to hear that, Chris. So the next time I see you, we could be eye to eye. Not that we weren't when we were talking, but that's great news, man. I'm glad to hear that. Oh, you're the one that got the mug. You had messaged me letting me know that it had arrived safe and sound, and I know that because like I've only sold 4 things. This is one of them. It was that and the mug that you got, and then 2 hoodies so far. So I mean, feel free to go to the link again here. I can put it back up because I think it's still on my clipboard. It sure is. There you go. Make sure you go to that, check it out. Look around, see if there's anything you want to buy. Um, or you can always contribute to the channel in other ways. You could share out the videos, you could share out the channel. Down here somewhere, there's going to be a little thing for like super chats and stuff like that. You could do that right now, and it'll bring it up on my little feed over here saying that someone did a super chat, and you can have it for any amount that you want. Like $1.99, $5, whatever. It's just another means of supporting the channel. And like even when you're watching my videos when I'm not live, somewhere down here, and if you don't see it, there'll be like a more button over here or something like that where you could do a super thanks, and it's the same thing. It's just not on a live. So let's see. Well, why it won't do that is because that is the name that you have chosen for your Google account. So you would have to sign into your Google account, and there's something in there in the settings where you can change your name, and you can always you could always look up a YouTube video about how to do it, because as we all know, there are YouTube videos to show you how to do anything and everything from from folding a paper to rocket science. I mean, it's all out there. But yeah, there is a way to change it in your Google account. Yeah, I'm happy that you were one of my merch customers so far, and I hope the mug is of good quality. I don't know because I don't get to see any of the merchandise. It's actually through a third party. I just give them the design, and then they take out like I set the price according to their guidelines and stuff like that, or I can like take it down, which I did, um, and then they send out the merchandise with my printed material on it. And when they do, they just take out their cost for the merchandise and shipping and stuff like that or whatever, and then they give me the difference. So I've taken down my stuff to where I'm only making like $2, maybe $3 per purchase, which is fine because it's all about getting out my merchandise to people. Maybe someday when I get to be a big YouTuber, I can raise the prices a little bit. But for now, we'll just keep them as low as we can, and we'll do that. This is your YouTube name. So do you actually have a YouTube channel? Like I can't look right now because I'm using a third party software to stream on this, so I can't just like click on your name and go to your channel. But like, do you actually have a channel with videos? And would they be about Wildwood? That would be my guess. If you do, I mean, it's been a long time. I mean, I was in Wildwood this almost a year ago for Irish weekend with my girlfriend Stephanie. That was the first time I've been in Wildwood in quite some time. I went there more so when I was younger, of course, as we all did. Um, it was a party town for teenagers, basically. um, but Irish weekend was different. I'll give it that. It just kind of sucked because we couldn't partake in a lot of the Irish weekend festivities because my girlfriend was driving and we were staying in Atlantic City, so it was quite a drive. So we couldn't we weren't if we were staying in Wildwood, it would have been a different story. There would probably be a night or so that I don't remember, but watch the tram car, please. What? Watch the tram car, please. Yeah. I recall. It was quite some time ago, but I recall. And they still do that. I think it's still the same voice, too. And Stephanie, if you're watching, yes, I'm drinking one of the seltzers that I got you. Um, just because. Bobby Rydell sang Wildwood Days. Okay. What was it Al Albert sang? Oh, on the way to Cape May, I fell in love with. Yeah, that was Al Alberts. That was it. Yeah, Bobby Rydell, Wildwood Days. You were absolutely right, Pumpkin. It sounds like I'm calling you some kind of endearing name. You're so right, Pumpkin. So, what has everybody been up to? Anything interesting going on in anyone's life? Um, has anyone come across any places that they would like for me to possibly visit, make a video in? Um, I've been looking. I'm always looking, always looking. I do have a new forming obsession to look into and possibly make videos of. And yes, my hair is still getting longer and longer. Um, I throughout the time that I've been doing my channel, and I've been looking in the Ben Salem, far northeast area, we'll say Bucks County. There is one place that I've wanted to go to, and lately there's a spike of interest in this one particular place, and it's on the Delaware River. It's between Bristol and Burlington. It's called Burlington Island. It has some rich old history to it. A lot of things have happened there over time, and I would like to get to this place. The problem is, this time of year, things start getting overgrown on this island, and it makes it tough to get around. And I would like to do a video, maybe a two-parter, where I just spend all day there and I just go around. Of course, I mean, the video would be edited down, but I just want to go everywhere on that island and check it out. And it's a pretty good size island. It used to have an amusement park on it that, that had two fires back in the 1920s and then the 1930s. That last one just leveled it. People went to this place as a resort of sorts, like a almost like a vacation spot. You just go there, and people started making semi-permanent residents there and stuff. There's a whole big story that goes along with it, and I would like to get to this place and check it out for myself. And I have some contacting to do. There's a an organization, kind of like when any given park, like say Pennypack Park, there used to be Friends of Pennypack Park, and they were just volunteers that helped take care of the place. Well, there's a Friends of Burlington Island, and I would like to contact them and see what we can get together here, so that I can do this. Let's see what Chris says here. The cathedral. Oh, Pitcairn. Yeah. Yeah, but the last time I looked it up, they said that they were doing renovations there and they had it closed off. And that there was like it wasn't going to be anytime soon that it was going to reopen. That was the thing that turned me off from, because like, well, I mean, if I can't get inside, I mean, yeah, it would be a cool video to go around the outside of it, but it would be even better to be inside. Well, I mean, there have been stories and stuff like that of just about every place that's been around a long time in the area. But I want to go and see this place for myself, because the more videos that I watched of this place, the more I felt like a pull towards it. Same way I did with, well, and granted, I didn't see any videos of it. I just heard stories of the garden over at Neshaminy State Park, which we all know now is Serobia. And me and other volunteers had helped to restore this place to become a garden, to become a beautiful place again, which it is. Everything is in bloom right now. So if you have not yet gone to see the garden over at Neshaminy State Park, I would say go now, because the raised bed garden that we have, everything is popping up and blooming except for the columbines. They only do that once a year, and then that's it. They're done for the year. So they've been cut back. Ooh, I just hit my keyboard. They've been cut back for now, but everything else is popping over there, and it looks awesome. I was just there this morning, or actually this afternoon, and it's really a beautiful place. But that was like one of my obsessions. Another one was obviously Dinosaur Lake. I've been there quite a few times. I was there many times when the lake was still there, and I've been there a few times since the lake has been gone. So if you have not watched any of those videos, you can go back. I have a whole playlist called The Life and Death of Dinosaur Lake, and you can go back to the earliest videos, start from that, which is one of my really early videos, so don't judge me too much. I was a little nervous still at that time, and and I was using a really bad camera. It was a digital camera that I got back in 2007, like an actual digital camera, like video camera, not like just still pictures. But yeah, you can go back and watch that whole playlist and see how it progressed to what it is now, which is just like an overgrown Amazon. Um, but yeah, let's see. Over at Dinosaur Lake. Oh wait, do you mean Dinosaur Lake, or did you mean the lake on Burlington Island? Because the lake on Burlington Island actually, how that formed, because it wasn't always there, and I've learned this from the videos that I watched. Um, they started like kind of like mining sand and rubble of different kinds and everything from there, and using it in other places. Eventually, it made this big gully in the land, and the, the the river, the Delaware River, came in. Now, you think this is back in the 70s, right? Maybe early 80s at most, and it made this big lake, but there was a big opening in it. Now, because there was a big opening in it, there was an issue where Burlington County could have lost part of that island to the ownership of whoever runs the river or whatever, something like that. And so, in an effort to not let that happen, they closed it off. And there's like this thin wall between the river and that lake, and you can walk that wall too, because I did see that in one of the videos that I watched from Rustic Ventures, which was from a couple of years ago. Kathy from Rustic Ventures, she went there. She had her brother and I think her son drop her off on 2 different days, and she did like a little excursion there. So if you want to check that out, feel free. It's Rustic Ventures. Check them out. They're cool. They go to a lot of places, and Kathy is awesome. And I'm in one of her videos just for a split second. um, but yeah, that's a pretty cool lake too. In Pitcairn. Yeah, yeah. I was looking into that when Chris started mentioning it to me. But like I said, once I found out that the structure was actually closed down because they were doing renovations to, I think it was the roof or something like that, and they said that it wasn't going to be reopening until I think it was 2024 or something. Like, well, I'll worry about that then. For now, let's focus on what we can get to now. So, well, then maybe the cathedral is open. Maybe I'll look into that and see. And so, yeah, again, you're looking up the mansion. Cathedral's on the other side of the grounds. All right. Well, as long as they're not doing something to that, and I can get inside, and I'm allowed to film in there, because as we all know, I don't like to film where anywhere where I might be trespassing or it might be not cool to film there or whatever. So I want to make sure that I can. Um, so we'll see. I mean, the cathedral might be cool. I don't think I had no to date. I have not filmed inside of anything religious in any way, unless you count Sorobia Garden, because that is kind of religious to me in a way. I love that. It's my Zen place. Even when I go there during the day when I'm working, if I happen to stop in because I see like a piece of trash in there, and I'll get out of my little vehicle and I'll go over with my bucket and my grabber and I'll just look around and I feel the Zen. And then Tom just suddenly left. What happened? No, I hit some button on my mouse because I have a see if I can hold this up. I have this little mouse that and then it happened again. I'm not picking up the mouse again. So the mouse has all these little different buttons on the side of it, and some of which make the browser go back. So we're we're not going to touch those buttons anymore. See, I take my mom there once a year to take photographs. I think they even let you in as a tour guide. Oh, cool. That would be awesome. I did. I did see the info about the mile markers, and the one that's on 13 in Ben Salem. I've known about for a long time. I've always seen that, even when I was a kid when we would go past it. And it's like right there by St. Cath, well, what used to be St. Catherine's Shrine and Curran's, which back in the day used to be Frankie's Mercury Saloon. But yeah, it's right in between them. Um, but I do know of that, and I did look into them. But I when I started to look into them, it almost seemed like there was only like three of them. But it would still be a definite interesting story to check out. Oh well, thank you, Lori. You should see it in person, though. I mean, it doesn't look as big in person as it does on the videos, but when you're there, you feel it. It's I don't know how to explain it. I felt it from the very first time that I walked into that garden. When everything was still covered up, the chessboard was still covered up, a lot of the paths and everything. Um, it's like magical, like storybook magical. I don't know, and it's no coincidence that the whole place is themed after Alice in Wonderland, which is storybook. But it really is. It's a magical place, and it's a good place to just center yourself. You know, I've been there many times. Even when I was still just a volunteer, I'd go there in the mornings, early mornings, and I would just sit there on the steps of the wall fountain and just like close my eyes and just listen to everything around me. And it was always a great place and still is. And I'm so happy that the other volunteers are still taking care. Well, I call them the other volunteers. I'm not a volunteer anymore, so I shouldn't call them the other volunteers. I will just call them the volunteers. I'm so happy that they still go there every week to take care of this place, and they do a great job. We do our best to help them out, much as the staff did their best to help me out when I was the lead volunteer. Um, and we love that place. Our park manager loves that place. She's very happy that we did what we had done, and I am ecstatic that we were able to do it, and that I got to be part of bringing back that history. When I go into that garden, I still to this day I still say hi to the Logans every time. They've never said it back, but I think if they did, I might be a little freaked out. Definitely give this video a big thumbs up. It's right down here somewhere. There's a little button that looks like that. Click that button. Make sure you hit that. If you can, share this out or share out any of my videos or just the channel in general. Again, if you wanted to give the channel support, somewhere over here in the corner down here, there'll be like a super chat, super something like that. You could choose the amount that you want to give, so you can help the channel that way in a financial means. On every video, there's a super thanks button, and if you don't see it when you're looking at the video, there'll be like a more button down this way somewhere in the right corner, and then it'll be in there. It'll just say thanks. It'll have like a $sign next to it. Or you could go to my merch shop. So I'll put that up one more time. Why not? So you can go to my merch shop and you can purchase anything on there. That also helps the channel. I mean, granted, like I said, I've lowered the prices, so I'm not getting that much per sale, but every little bit helps. So there's multiple ways, whether you're in the means to give monetarily or just in sharing, or even just in giving a like or subscribe if you've not done so already. You can hit that little subscribe button. I don't know which side it's on anymore. They keep changing which side it's on. But once you do that, make sure there's a little bell icon next to it. Make sure you click that and then click all. And then that way you'll be sure to be notified when I upload anything, whether it's a live feed or I plan to go live, or if it's a recorded video. Yeah, there's multiple ways to support the channel. And I'm trying my best to grow the channel, not for selfish reasons. I mean, it's great that I can get the support from everyone in monetary ways, but that wasn't the original intent of the channel. And actually, the original intent of the channel was very loosely based. It was just supposed to be me walking around in wooded areas and documenting. And then it started incorporating history. And then I started feeling like, I got to get these things on video because you never know when they're going to be gone. And then before I knew it, the tornado that we got back in about 2 years ago, August of 2021, it took out Dinosaur Lake, and I had already had like a handful of videos of Dinosaur Lake. Now I'm one of very few YouTubers who actually have video footage of Dinosaur Lake. There's me, there's K&D Adventures, there's a guy that does fishing. Past that, I've not seen any other videos. So I've documented stuff that will never be seen again. However, the landscape at Dinosaur Lake keeps changing. What's on the back of the hoodies? Nothing. It's just the front. So it's just plain on the back because they didn't give me the option to put anything on the back of the hoodies. Some of those sites that do that will give you the option. Maybe there's something that I missed on there, and I can look into it after I'm done this live feed and see if there's a way to put anything on the back of the hoodies. But if I were to put anything on the back of the hoodies, it might just be, I don't know, youtube.com/thisistomsworld, or I don't know. That way, when you're walking away from people, they'll see it and they'll be like, "Hey, what's that? Let me go check that out." Marketing, marketing, man. Always going, always going. But yeah, no, there's nothing on the back of the hoodies. I mean, I could always put something. I don't want to put my face on any of the hoodies. Nobody needs to see this all day long. But the logo like this here, right here, or right here. It's like they oh, it's this way. Let's see if we can match them up. Almost, almost. And it's right up here too, right there. Tommy and the 215. No, no, no. What am I, a rapper now? I'm not gonna. Obviously, I got long hair. I'm more of a metalhead. Although I'm not even really a metalhead anymore. I used to be at one point when I was younger. But I'm more of like the old dad bod kind of guy who's trying to regain his youth by growing his hair once again, and it still looks exactly the same as it used to. If you don't look at the facial hair, because there's some gray happening in there. If you don't look at that, then it still looks the same, other than the fact that my face is a lot wider than it used to be. Um, but the hair itself still got the waves and the curls going. Um, I've been growing it out. It's longer than it looks when it's just sitting there. So you can see. I could take the hat off and pull the hair down, but I'm not going to do that. But rest assured, the hair on top of my head comes down to here. So, so much for the mullet theory, huh, Chris? Mullets don't come down to here. The bangs don't come down to there. Mullets are like this big on the top and the sides, and then that's why I say business up front, party in the back. That's not me. Yeah, I'll show you a little strand. A little strand. Ready? You see? Look, I can almost get that in my mouth. Well, I think I can. How about that? How about that? So yeah, no mullet here. Well, yeah. She didn't tell me to grow it. She kind of gave subtle hints. She said like when I would wake up in the morning and my hair was like all over the place, and she would say that how much she liked it like that. She said, it'd be even better if it was longer. That was all I had to hear. Here I am over a year later. I've not had a haircut in over a year. I think it was like early July. Well, I mean, we're mid July right now, but it was like early July was my last haircut last year. Shrink. I could go to any concert, man. I've never been to a Tool concert. I think that would be cool. They were very cool. I like them. But what have they done recently? Nothing I know of. You go to a Tool concert. Dun it, dun it, dun it, dun it, dun it, dun it. Sorry, I got them playing in my head now. Of course, it's better than the songs that are playing in my head when I leave Wawa, because they play some lame stuff there. Matter of fact, the very first person who purchased from my merch shop bought a hoodie for her grandson. I met her in person at a Wawa briefly as I was on my way to work. I think one time, the Wawa up on Bristol Pike near Woodhaven. Uh, so yeah, I got to meet my very first purchaser. Scott B. I have to look back. Are you saying what your name is? Oh, you are. My name is Scott. Cool. Well, nice to meet you, Scott. Looking around trying to get rid of notifications here. All right, cool. Got it. So, um, so I do plan to go to Burlington Island. I'm going to do that in the fall, though, for a couple reasons. One, well, there's less snakes to worry about. And I know there's no poisonous snakes there. I still don't want to get bit by one, you know. But also, all the foliage will go down, and I'll be able to see more. So you're having problems with this video? Is anybody else having problems with the video? If not, just say no. If you are, say yes. Let me know. I can always try to restart this if need be. But I am 46 minutes into this, so. But let me know if anybody else is having a problem. It could just be your connection. It could be the Wi-Fi. It could be, I mean, it could be a lot of things, but it could be something on my end too. So I don't know. Hopefully nobody else is having a problem with this. A couple of times. All right, we got no. It's just me. A couple times, but it's fine now. Just the occasional mouse button. Yeah, well, you know, I mean, when I clicked that button and it just took me back, that kind of put things to a halt a little bit, and then all you saw was just the Tom's World background. You could be you. Well, I mean, who else could you be? I know what you meant to say. It could be me, but. You know, am I going to miss a chance to be a smartass? No, I'm not. I could be me too. I'm just saying. But yeah, mostly I just wanted to come on and reconnect with everybody, see how everybody's doing, make sure everybody's good, explain what's going on. For those of you that weren't here earlier, I explained what I had talked about in the shorts that I did about a close family member needing prayers and good thoughts and stuff. This will be my mom. She's been in the hospital for a few weeks now, and she's doing better. She's more like her normal self right now than she's been in a long time. We're just fighting with the insurance companies to get her to the next step. We do have a road ahead of us, and it's, you know, it's been rough on all of us between, you know, well, firstly, foremost, her, but my sisters and I, you know, we're doing our best to be there for her as much as we possibly can, not just emotionally and supportively, but like physically. So I've been going there pretty much every day after work, and on my days off, you know, as time permits. But I also still have to come back and help take care of Dad, you know, make sure he's got his dinner and stuff like that. So it's been a little hectic lately, but things are getting better. We just need for the insurance company to stop dragging their butt and agree to allow her to go where she needs to go, so that we can begin this process of the long road that she has ahead of her. Much, you know, much like with my dad, my mom means the world to me. And you know, we growing up, I was very, very close with my mom, and we've always been very tight. So you know, it's been rough on that aspect. And it wasn't that long ago that we had to watch her mother, which I consider to be my second mother, pass away. That was back in January of 2021. after she fought like a long bout with dementia and stuff. But my mom is in far better shape than she was. And my mom's going to come through this. She's going to get through it. We just need the insurance companies to wake the heck up and just let her move on, to the next step. Let's see what we got here. Yeah, you could do that. You could also send it to me, like if you could find a link to it online, or even take a picture of it. Like I try to get like a high resolution picture of it so I can read. And you could send it to my Facebook. So it's just facebook.com/This Is Tom's World. You'll find it. You could like send a message there, or you can send it to my main profile. It's Tom Nally, Nally. And I will eventually see it at some point. I don't spend a whole lot of time on Facebook, even when I'm up here and on my computer. Most times I'm up here if I'm not researching something, trying to find a new place to go, or researching a place that I do want to go. Then I'm usually watching movies or TV shows or something like that. But I always get notifications on my phone when I get messages, so I should be able to hear it. So any way that you can get it to me would be cool. At the park, chances of running into me, they vary day to day. It depends, because sometimes I spend my time at Benjamin Rush State Park. Every other week we go there and we mow the entire park. And Benjamin Rush State Park, if you've not been there, it's mostly open area and grass. So it takes 2 people, 2 full days of cutting, and that's assuming that it's not long. If the grass gets long, then you're looking at 2 people cutting for 3 days. So sometimes I'm over there, and even when I'm in the Chamonix State Park, I might be like somewhere out in the back trails or something, like cutting back brush so that people can get by, or whatever. So it's oh, you gave me a picture last time? Wait a minute. Oh, our I'm sorry. Like it's hard to remember names and stuff like that. Are you the guy that gave me the pictures of Serobia? Like the what was it? Tourniquet Court, something like that. I think you are. I think your name was Scott. Now that I'm thinking of it, I'm so sorry, man. I get so scatterbrained sometimes. But yeah, with the article you found, definitely you can send that to me as well if you have not already. I'll have to go back and look. I don't think you did though. I think the only things that you sent me were like digital versions of the pictures that you gave me, because I have the physical pictures downstairs still sitting on my dining room table. Tenequit. I don't know how to pronounce that. It's a weird sport, It's kind of like a cross between badminton and tennis with something that like floats in the air or spins in the air. It's weird. But that little shack that's in the picture, there is no remnants of that whatsoever. I went and looked. I compared it to the pictures and everything, and I found out exactly where it was. There's nothing there. And that's all it probably was just like a little shed of some kind. Tenequit. I don't know. Man. 8:40. So I've been on here 54 minutes. Not bad. And I still got 8 people watching. Not everybody's commenting, but that's all right. You don't have to comment. You can just hang out and watch. It's fine. That sounded really wrong. I'm not. I'm not even going to touch that one. But I guess I'll probably get going here in a minute. Only because I do have to be up at 5:30 in the morning, and I would like to have a little bit of time to veg out. And I have a couple things I have to take care of online in regards to the network that I am part of on Facebook, where we have people do live feeds and stuff like that, just like this. Sometimes they interview people. A lot of times they interview people. And you can find that on facebook.com/BB3TV. So B as in boy, 3 TV. And you could also find it on YouTube as well. You'll know that you found it if, let me bring this up. So if you see something that looks like that, then you'll know you found it. That's the logo that I made for it. The full logo has like little wings coming off of it and stuff like that. But that's the small logo for it. We do all different kinds of stuff on there. I do have a show on there that I do with my friend Dom. We call it Dom and Tom's World. Go figure, Tom's World, right? It was a play on words. It was the other guy's name is Dom, obviously. And so we did it so like you could look at it as Dom and Tom's World or Dom and Tom's World. Tom's World. Wait, Tom's World. Tom's World. So you can check that out as well. Do know that on that network, let me bring it up. We have a parental advisory, so there may be some cursing here and there. It's not straight up cursing, mind you. There may be some alcohol consumption as we're talking and stuff like that. Not that that's any different than this right here, but yeah. So if you wanted to check that out, that's cool. If not, just stay here. Check out all my videos. My videos are awesome. I have like close to 140 videos, or maybe about 140. I'm not sure. Somewhere in there. Plenty of hours and hours and hours to watch. Some of my videos are close to an hour, not many. Most of them hover between 20 to 30 minutes. But there are some that are shorter. And then I have my shorts, and then I have all these lives that I've done. So really, there's hours and hours to watch. But anyway, I guess I'm going to get out of here so that I can get some stuff done in regards to BB3, and then maybe just veg out and watch an episode of The Sopranos before it's time for bed. So I want to thank everybody for being here. I want to thank everybody for all the support you have given for the purchases on my merch shop, which, once again, if you missed it, bam, there's the link for my merch shop. Go check it out, buy some stuff, and get some Tom's World gear, man. Be one of the cool kids, All the cool kids are wearing the Tom's World gear. I'm just saying. No, anyway. So yeah, I'll get out of here. I'll end this the same way I've ended every one of my videos, or not every one of my videos, but 99.9% of my videos. Make sure you stay safe, stay healthy, and take care. I'll see y'all soon.